Welcome to INTJ Island. Today, I'm going to talk about the first year of my INTJ Island YouTube channel. These last 2 weeks for my channel have been a struggle for me. I found out my blood pressure was so high I had to medicate it. I cut down on my caffeine and my food intake and set a goal for myself to do a walk every day. Since I had not been doing much exercise to speak of, I wanted to start off really slow and then build up to it. I then had a very happy surprise when my lovely wife said she would like to join me on my walks. That was very good news. Today will be the 9th day in a row that we have been walking. We started off with about 0.6 of a mile, which comes to about 1 kilometer. Starting yesterday, we added to our course, and now we are up close to 0.9 of a mile, or about 1.5 kilometers. We will top out at around 2 or 3 miles in the end. If we get too carried away, we may give up, and that would be unacceptable. I want to get my blood pressure down so I don't need that medication. I have already lost between 5 and 10 pounds so far. I still need to lose another 30 to hit my doctor's target. I think I can do that without too much grief. What has bothered me more is the lack of caffeine. When there's a big drop in how much caffeine I am taking in, I feel lethargic and it's hard to get anything done. So I am building up my energy level in other ways. I'm hoping to hit my stride again soon. However, I couldn't let this first anniversary of the creation of INTJ Island pass without noting it. 1 year ago today, I created the channel, and tomorrow will mark the anniversary of my first video upload. In some ways, it seems impossible. A whole year has gone by. But in other ways, it seems like it has filled up an entire decade. This past year, I have seldom had this channel out of my mind. Thinking of things to talk about, and of course, thinking over the things that I had already decided to talk about, has gone on during most of my waking hours, and some of my sleep time as well, because I wake up with ideas that I didn't know I had before I went to sleep. Things started off at ground zero, and I had no idea how it would go. I had watched some videos on how to do a YouTube channel, and at first I wasn't so sure I wanted to even try. The only videos I had done before were done years ago, and it was just for fun, with pictures from family outings set to music. And the program I had used I found no longer worked on my current operating system. But I finally settled on iMovie, which came with my iMac, and decided to give it a go. I had a fair amount of experience in writing out ideas and presenting them, and when I realized I could do it without looking at a camera, that was what flipped the switch on for me. I knew I could at least do that much. I started with a target of 1 video per week. I hope to maybe get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the first year. YouTube said a bare minimum channel should have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours. That sounded like a daunting task. I saw a lot of YouTubers who were unhappy with that latter requirement, so I was not sure what to expect. I decided that if it worked out, that would be fine, but if not, I still would know that I gave it my best shot. Now, looking back, over all the time spent and the work done, and worry over each video as I put it up as to whether it would be good enough or not, this is what happened. Thanks to you, my subscriber number is up over 2,000, which doubled what I had hoped for originally. Something I never contemplated was how many people would view my videos. The town where I was born and where I lived for my first 13 years only had a population of 2,000 people. We considered San Bernardino, which was right next door, to be a good-sized city, and at that time its population was only around 100,000. So I have to admit, I have been more than happy to see that so many of my videos have been viewed over this past year. If it ever gets to where it rivals the population of Los Angeles, which is only 60 miles away from my hometown, I will really be amazed. For uploads, I didn't quite double my goal of 1 video per week, but I exceeded my goal by a wide margin. What really shocked me was when I saw the number of viewing minutes for my channel this year. Well over 500,000 minutes, which comes to over 10,000 viewing hours. Wow. All I can do is say thank you for coming here and listening to me share my ideas. And also, I have enjoyed reading through the comments and having a chance to write back and forth with many of you. I couldn't ask for better people to talk with. Thank you to each and every one of you who has taken the time to put your comments in. One other area I would like to touch on before I go is that of my videos. Here you see 4 special ones. The top one is my very first YouTube video. why it matters. As of tomorrow, it will have been up a full year. It has continued to get views, and it now has over 1,500 of them. Most surprising to me was the INTJ child video. That video was only my third video, and it has easily outpaced the others all year long, with one exception, which I will touch on shortly. I put the INTJ child up on February 2nd, 2018, and it now has over 18,000 views. One thing that surprised me is that YouTube put that video on limited status, effectively demonetizing it. I asked them to manually review it, and they still didn't think it was suitable for all audiences. Maybe YouTube thinks my face was too ugly when I was 6 years old. I don't know. It's one of the mysteries of life. But no matter, I have had very little trouble with YouTube and my content. I take pride in the fact that my videos continue to do well. The one video exception I mentioned was a temporary burst of speed in the second most popular of my videos, the INTJ Rogue. That video had a big impact on the entire channel. The views were counting up very rapidly, and they continued adding up even after my other videos would have slowed down to a steady pace. I'm assuming a link got posted somewhere on social media. I don't have any social media accounts. I don't use Facebook or Twitter, etc. But whomever posted the link to that video, I want to say thank you. As I said, in addition to the views on that video, it was bringing in new people, and they were also watching other videos, and some were subscribing. The third of my top 3 videos is the Quiet INTJ, and it also continues to get new viewers regularly. It has been an interesting year for me. I have learned a lot, partly because of you, the viewers, sharing your ideas. Several of my personal favorite videos have come about because one of you has requested a particular topic, and when I dug into it, I found it was a wonderful area to research. INTJs and other types who visit here regularly have shown themselves to be amazing people and people I like being around. And for this INTJ, that is saying something. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will join me for the next year on INTJ Island.